Welcome. I see Chalet in the house. What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich like me? If you don't have the live chat, if you're watching on replay and you don't have the live chat where you can see it, there's should be someplace you can click to turn on the live chat. And you want to make that all messages. And you can see that's Chalet said she's only answering questions in song lyrics today. And Mumsy's in the house. Yes, good morning to you. It's evening here in Cambodia. Has he taken any time to show you what it means to live? I'm not picking up on the lyrics for that, the music, the melody. Is it continuation of the previous lyrics? Yeah. Is that the chorus? Has he taken any time to show you what it means to live? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I've got some funny stories for you today. And the title of this live stream is not true crime. It's funny stories. Some of them are crime related, but only if they're funny. We have some happy things too. So let me share my screen. Here we go. First one. Drug addicts arrested for mango heist. Well, that's not something you see every day. More than 20 kilos of mangoes. Do we even need to read the story? Does it say where they stole them from? At the time of the incident, one of the guys was traveling from his home to pick up mangoes and found a bicycle and a white sack near the farm. While picking up mangoes, the victim saw a suspect. Oh, so the victim was picking the mangoes. All right. And then the suspect, while the victim was picking up his mangoes, he saw the suspect stealing a sack of mangoes. Yeah. See, we didn't need to read the story. The headline's enough. You're hungry. Yeah, whatever they can sell. 20 kilos. It's about $1 a kilo. So that's about $20. All right. Man dies after eating lizard eggs. What the heck? He foraged the lizard eggs. A 10-year-old boy who lives near the guy's house saw him sitting alone under the house drinking alcohol, and they saw a lizard jumping near him. He caught the lizard and cut the skin off it and saw that it had eggs. Ooh, so kind of like a caviar kind of thing. He took the lizard and roasted it and ate it with the eggs. The witnesses stated that they told him, do not eat the eggs, to be careful of poisoning, but he still ate it. Then his mother woke up and saw him sleeping under the hammock, but then she realized that he wasn't sleeping. And a forensic doctor actually did an autopsy. Or, well, I don't know if he did an autopsy. He inspected the scene and then did some research. Examining the body. So maybe he did an autopsy. They did conclude that he died from food poisoning. Lizard eggs. Never heard that one before. I guess this is where he cooked the lizard. It's not there anymore because he ate it. Yeah, I would never eat that. It's so gross. I'm not hungry anymore. Let's see. While I'm waiting for this to load. I do. Hide that for a minute. I have some C's candies. Show you what's left. This is all I got left. But it's been a month. It's been a month, and you know, I rationed myself really good on this, I think. It was not funny, it was gross. I think it's funny. Well, kind of. Yeah. Yeah, C's are the best for sure. Oh, wait. Whoops. Let me come back to this one. We didn't do this one yet. Construction workers seriously ill after a mushroom lunch. Sorry, we have another one. So they inadvertently ate poisoned mushrooms. Yeah, this is why I never eat mushrooms, any mushrooms, because I don't know. They suddenly felt sick to their stomachs. They picked mushrooms at the mouth of a stream to fry and eat together. Then they went to find honey and lemon to neutralize the poison. Has anyone ever heard? Poor people. This is the uneducated thing about Cambodia. Honey and lemon to neutralize the poison. I don't know that that's a thing. I mean, honey and lemon is good if you're sick, you know. And it, yeah. And as let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3 people. 3 people died from the mushrooms. The fungus is among us. Ooh, chocolate-covered lizard eggs. Thanks, Mumsy says I'm doing good for rationing my C's candy. It's about time for more C's. Sure. It's always time for C's. C's candies for sure. Oh, wait. You know what I didn't do? I didn't put this back on the stream for you. The construction. Here, I'll show you. There's the picture. There's the mushrooms. All right. Moving on to the meatball argument leads to serious injuries. So, I mean, yeah, the serious injuries is crime, but the fact that it was an argument over meatballs, they're in their 20s. The victim was 20. The suspect was 26. They were drinking beer with about 5 friends. The victim brought out a meatball to share. One of the friends gave the suspect a piece of meatball, but the suspect said he didn't want to eat it because it looked disgusting. And that led to the argument. So there you go. Argument over meatballs on top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese. I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. This is, it's a good thing, I guess, but it's something you don't see every day. In many countries around the world, the Prime Minister has ordered a ban on energy drinks in and around schools. This looks like more than energy drinks. There's just like Fanta. It's just a regular soda. I think these are green tea, but I think they're green tea, Oshi or something, and but maybe they have caffeine in them. The Bacchus and Vigor, those are, and this Boostrom and Works, those are all energy drinks. Gansberg is a beer. There's Pepsi. Sting is an energy drink. Caribou. Sprite's just soda. Crud's a beer. So I guess all these things are not to be sold in or around schools. So that's nice. Looking out for the kids. You had spaghetti and meatballs last night? Oh my goodness. That sounds delicious. Now I want spaghetti and meatballs. Okay. Next up. I've hit the tab to there we go. So this is a funny scam. Who's going to fall for this scam? The National Bank of Cambodia has warned the public against fake gold sheet sale items. So somebody is like selling these online, and the engraving that they have on it is it says it's issued from the National Bank of Cambodia, but it's not. Does it say how much they're trying to sell them for? No. They're just making an announcement that these aren't real. These aren't from the National Bank. Don't buy them. People do anything for a scam. Okay, bad smell. So this is the pig slaughterhouse. Don't see any pigs, so don't worry. But it was causing a foul smell. No duh. If anybody's ever driven by a slaughterhouse or a tallow factory or anything like that, yes, there is a foul smell. That's part of the job. That's what happens. If you want to eat pork, well, you know, but I guess their license had expired in 2024, so they're saying it can't continue at this location, and they have 2 weeks to dismantle the slaughterhouse. The stench and the noise. So there's that bad smell. And then I don't know if you guys heard about this. This is stopped already since the peace agreement was signed. But I thought the picture kind of shows what was going on. So Cambodia urges UN action over disturbing sounds used by Thai forces along the border. So what Thailand was doing is they were driving these trucks with these huge speakers on them all night long. And they had like horror movie sounds. So screaming and weirdness. Cambodia is saying it's psychological persecution, intimidation, and harassment. The noise levels were exceeding safe human exposure limits, saying that exposure above 140 decibels can rupture eardrums, while intensities approaching 200 decibels may cause fatal internal injuries. It doesn't say what the decibels were. This story doesn't actually say what the sounds were. At first I thought they were just playing music or something, just annoying. But then then I saw a story that they were actually like doing screaming and horror sounds. So thankfully that's done. It's not going on anymore, but that was weird. I guess funny is haha and funny is weird. Here, this guy is an online content creator. I think this is live like on Facebook, or maybe made a video insulting the people of Takao province. Now I tried to find out more information about what was actually going on, but you know how we always see all these like stupid American things, like and people think Europe is a country, not a continent. And they, name a country that borders America, and they say England or something, and we see these kind of videos all the time. And it looks like maybe that's what was going on, that they were asking people on the street questions and then they were giving stupid answers. So he was making a humorous video mocking the people of Takao province. And so the Ministry of Information came down on him and made him apologize for the posts. There's one where he's talking to a girl. There's another picture where he's talking to a couple. So I don't know what he's asking them, but obviously it looks, we see this kind of format all the time. Well, don't do it in Cambodia. I guess it would be okay if you're making foreigners look stupid or making tourists look stupid, but not if you're making Cambodians look stupid. Don't do it. Yeah, you wouldn't like that either. Yeah. So next up, we've kind of seen these things before, but just in case somebody's new to the channel and they haven't seen this, Moto youths punished and forced to apologize to parents. So here's 4 youths and 4 parents, and they're on their knees apologizing. Samto. I can tell you what they do too is they have to do 3 times. They put their hands down on the floor, you know, and bow their head, and then like that. They have to go all the way down to the floor like 3 times. That's the tradition. So yeah, you know, I like it when law enforcement doesn't just, you know, take people to jail and arrest them and give them a record and all that. Well, I guess there's a written record of it, but you know, the punishment isn't always jail. Here they had to actually go through this almost like ceremony of apologizing to their parents for their behavior, you know, so that's good. And similarly, the next one, here's the haircut justice. It's the last pictures that are the best. But I guess this is the youth, or are they calling them louts? Thugs. They're calling them thugs. So, but they're the young. They're not the hardened criminal kind. You know, they probably think they're just out having fun, but they're probably being dangerous by riding their motorcycles around and things. You know, like dangerously weaving in through traffic and stuff like that. It looks like what they would be guilty of. And here they are, like they're getting shaved, but the last pictures are the ones that are best. Here they are. So they're like posting all their antics. Here they are, you know, some of their posting. They're all between 16 and 19 years old. They're getting their haircuts, and here they are. They're having to apologize to their parents as well. This mother, she is not happy. Look at that look on her face. You know, I mean, not only, she's probably thinking, not only did you embarrass me, but I mean, embarrass yourself, but you've embarrassed me. You've ruined our family name. That's the whole face thing. You lose face. They lost their hair. So here they all are having to be apologizing to their parents. But again, this is better than going to jail, you know. No, this is, yeah, see, you have to bow down 3 times like this. Their motorcycles were seized for 3 months. Yeah. So there's that. Only if they learn. Yep. Well, hopefully, like I said, these don't look like hardened criminals. So yeah, I think it can make a difference. And then 2 happy stories to finish up with. There's a lot of people wonder, you know, LGBTQ, whatever stuff, what's the situation in Cambodia? So I'm not making any comments for or against, but there was a transgender beauty queens parade So that's something you don't see every day. And down on the riverside. And so the parade, they have all the contestants riding in sea clothes. And so don't they look nice? Wearing the traditional clothing of Cambodia. So Cambodia, yeah, is very tolerant. It's a Buddhist country. Wow, there's a lot. Alrighty, there's that. And we got one more for you. Mondulkiri is celebrating the water festival with 1,000 bamboo tube dishes showcasing indigenous traditions. So here's a lady, and so the indigenous are like, you know, the Native Americans in America, you know, they're tribal people and communities. And so instead of cooking in a pot, they cook in they can cook in a pot, right? But one of the traditional ways of cooking is to cook in a bamboo tube, as you see her doing here over fire. And so they're celebrating the tribal communities and their foods during the water festival. Because what's happening this year is that Phnom Penh usually swells from 1.5 million people to 3 million people. Everybody comes into Phnom Penh for the water festival because there's these international level boat races that happen on the river. It's a 3-day festival. There's different things that happen on each day. And but the big thing is the boat races. And so they canceled the boat races. Now, Siem Reap has their own little boat races. It's not the same big boats because they have a smaller river, so they have smaller boats, and they're having their own kind of race thing going on. And so all the provinces are all having their own celebrations in order to attract domestic tourism to each province. There's like 24 provinces, I think. And so everybody in Phnom Penh just it emptied out, and everybody went to the province, you know, various provinces. And so Mondulkiri was doing this. So that's it. Yeah, surprised they have a parade. Yeah. You know. So that's it. That's all. That's all I got. If anybody has any questions or anything, I can answer questions about Cambodia, about life in Cambodia, about anything. Claire from France arrived today. She got Cashew and took Cashew to the vet, and then brought him back because they're staying at another Airbnb somewhere. I don't know where. She didn't say, obviously in Phnom Penh somewhere. And so they go on the 9th. And so they'll just keep in touch with me by WhatsApp if they need to come and get Cashew for any other appointments. Then they'll do so. It was a quick one. Yeah. I went back about 2 weeks worth of stories to find those. Yeah. Anybody, anything? I had a chicken burger for my dinner tonight and a strawberry tart, because they had this tart around about that round with so it has like a crust and then like a custard and then strawberries. and it was $3.50. So I thought, oh, because most of the pastries about that size are like $4.50, and so I thought, oh, I'll go ahead and I'll treat myself to a strawberry tart. So I had that as well. Why didn't she keep the cat? Well, I'm guessing the cat can't be where they're staying for the next couple of days, but that's all right. And she's got a nice little cat carrier thing. She brought her boyfriend with her. That was a surprise. I thought she was coming alone, but he came with her. He's very supportive. Yeah, it was on sale. No, I try to be kind. There's nothing wrong with being kind. It's good to be kind. It's not a problem. Well, I mean, I can't wait for it to go home. But a couple extra days is not a problem. And I'm just so glad that they're here. It's not like, oh, our flight was canceled or something, right? You know, they made it. They're here in Phnom Penh. So a couple more days. And then I have one more day of holiday. Tomorrow's the last day of water. Oh no, they canceled. I got a notice from the university that they canceled Friday's classes, and which then they had to like readjust. So they moved like the midterm by one day and the final exam by one day and the end of term by one day. You know, the whole term calendar got moved by one day because the festival, the water festival this year, the dates can change. This year it fell on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And so there was class on Monday and Friday. And if you saw my shorts, I took these, Mumsy bought me these, some crafts that I was going to have Channy make, but well, so it was making little turkeys. They're not in they're upstairs, but they're not in my room. So okay, you can look at the short, and you can see the turkeys that they made. It had feathers. It had little feathers and little like googly eye things that they had to stick on. And so because I knew on Friday last week, I asked the students, I said, tell me right now, you're not going to be here. That's fine. I'm going to mark you permission. And they get two choices, absent or permission on the attendance sheet. And I said, I'll mark you permission if you tell me now you're not going to be here. And so out of 15 students, more than half of them weren't going to be there. And then on Friday, it was down to like only 3 or 4 were going to be there. But then now there's no class on Friday. So yeah, the little turkeys are cute. They are cute. Yeah, she flaked. Channy flaked, so you don't get to have the fun stuff, you know. But yeah, so I've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I do need to check with I have a tutoring student that I normally tutor on Saturdays, and he said he thought that he'd be available, that, you know, for the tutoring on Saturday, but he wasn't sure. So I'll have to double check. So I might have tutoring on Saturday. And the same thing, Friday afternoon, I tutor the staff at the Win-Win Monument. And so I need to check with them if they want me to come out from 2 to 4 on Friday. I said, I'm available. If you guys want me to come, I'll come. So I'll find out Friday morning. Probably I'll check in and say, okay, do you want me to come today? I was very good to her. Thanks, Chalet. I did my best, you know. Wasn't perfect. Maybe 2 times in a year I yelled at her, but like she'd done something like really bad, and I yelled at her. And then I told her, I said, look, I'm really upset about what happened and what you did, but I still love you. But this was really bad, you know. So there's some, but she knows that because she was with me for more than a year, that that was not my daily behavior. So she knew that like something really bad happened when to get me to that point, you know. Mumsy says, yes, I was good to her. Thank you. Thank God you're home and safe. But yeah. The home was safe while I went to the US on my trip. She didn't steal anything or anything like that. She didn't do anything like that. She just got caught up with a boyfriend that was lying to her and ran off with him. So I do have a son here, but yeah, he's working through his own issues, you know, and I give him space. I give him the space and, you know, try to be there for him as much as possible, but also have boundaries. You know, you can feel that. Yeah. So trying to think if there's anything else exciting. We all have that one. Yeah, there's always one. I bought kitty litter today and a big bag. I don't know, it would be like a 10-pound bag or something. Big bag of cat food, so that it should last the end of the month, I think. At least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks, maybe 3. Like if I don't feed them too much. Put them on a diet, make it last 3 weeks. Oh, goodness. You hate carrying that? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. And I got a couple more cans of cat food, so I've got the wet food for them too. So everybody should be happy. I got an extra bag of dog food. That's just a smaller bag, so that when I still have a cup, I have like probably 3 days of dog food, but I just didn't want to have to go out later. It's like I had to get the kitty litter, you know. So I figured I'll just go now. I mean, the money's not going to change in 3 days, right? So I'll just, since I have to get some kitty litter, I'll get the next round of food so that I have it on hand. I don't have to go out again. Yeah, put them on a diet, exactly. But I did get like a grain-free. It's actually, that's the name of it, grain-free cat food. So for the dry kibble stuff. So it's like 80% protein, and then like fat and vegetables and stuff like that for the other 20%. So it's as healthy as kibble can be without being too expensive. I mean, it's more expensive than the cheapest stuff, but it's not as expensive as the most expensive stuff. It's kind of in the middle. So it was I think it was $20 for the, I mean, big bag, monster bag, Costco size bag. I mean, maybe no, like 50 pounds. It'd be like a 50-pound bag. However many kilos it is. It's like, it'd be like, if I think of a 50-pound bag of flour or 100-pound bag of flour, it'd be like that. Yeah, it's big. Yeah, it's good for them. Gotta keep, you know, 2 of them, I think Mama Kitty and Spunky Monkey, needed to have surgery for stones, you know. I don't know if it was bladder stones or gallbladder stones or kidney stones or whatever, but it was stones someplace. And that comes from the dry food and not drinking enough water and not getting enough liquid. So I also make sure that their water's clean and they got fresh water all the time. Yeah. So that's that. Cats. Motorcycles fine. Running fine. Trying to think if anything else exciting is happening. No. So I should let you guys know that love transcends time and space. So wherever and whenever you hear me, I love you. Yay, love goes all the way out to you. You know. So that's it. That's it. I got nothing. I got nothing else unless there's something you guys want to talk about. I hope you enjoyed the true crime that we did on Monday. If you watched that, hugs from Mumsy. Thank you. I also put together a Thanksgiving PowerPoint about Thanksgiving. So I'll do that in a week or two, whenever the PowerPoint's finished. So I can do one on that in the future. But tomorrow will be some kind of games. We can have fun together and do Gen X. I don't know if I'm going to make one or not, make an original one or not, but we'll do something fun. So same bat time, same bat channel tomorrow. Hope to see you. And until then, catch you later. Thank you for joining me.